Welcome to the Hatchlings art lessons. Today we're going to be drawing Little Blue from Wild Kratts. She's a tiger cub from the episode Temple of Tigers.
Awesome. This baby tiger's harder than it looks. So we're going to use a fine point Sharpie. I would recommend a pencil if you have one. Or if you want to be brave, you can try a Sharpie like we're going to use. And we're going to start over here in the corner with the ear. So you do a diagonal line up, curve it down, and then another little one right next to it. Then we're going to thicken up these lines. And this part's pretty thick right here. But we're going to leave a spot inside of there. And then this gets colored in black. And then the bottom part of this actually goes at this angle like that. Hold on. I was just showing how you color it in at that angle. And we can color it in better later with markers if we want. So we want the angle right here to be kind of like that. So mine needs to come in a little bit. All right, and then we're gonna have some screaming in the background. We're gonna have these cool furry tufts right here. All right. Now I'm gonna show the face shape real quick so we can make sure to kind of block it in. This is the face shape we're going for right here. I know it looks weird, but it's because her face is turned a little bit. So can you draw those lines? So now this ear goes up. This baby tiger has big ears. They're cute though. Down, and then another notch down, but don't go all the way to that line because there's this cool white tuft of fur that's gonna be going right here. So right here, we've got this dark spot, okay? And then it tapers up into here and leave a spot right here, and then we're gonna end up filling that in, and I'll fill it in better later. All right, I'm just thickening up this line right here. Okay, so we've got this cool tuft, kind of like a mane. Let's continue it down and over, and then it's gonna meet up over here with the tiger's cheek. All right, so now over here, we're gonna do a little triangle and then another shape right here. So now down here, you know how cats have this shape for their mouths? Let me show it like this. So this is the mouth part, and then this leads up to the nose. That was really loud. It's probably because they're singing. So we've got like the nostrils right there, and then there's like this curve right here. Then we've got these little dots right here where the whiskers come out. All right, now we're gonna do the white patch for the eye. And then this one's wider because his head is kind of turned. And then we've got these stripes. And you'll like how this looks better when you see the eye that we're gonna do inside. So how about we just skip this real quick, go to the eyes so that you can feel better about it. All right, so right here, we're gonna draw a circle. And then this is the pupil inside of it. And then you have these little eyelashes right there. And then this V-shaped stripe that crosses over it, kind of like a swoop. All right, and then the other eye is right here. And then the pupils over here. And then you can make like a little notch or an eyelash. And then there's this cool shaped stripe over it right here. They don't have to be perfect stripes, they can be kind of cool shapes too. Okay, so here's one stripe down here and a dot. And then there's a dot on this side too. And another stripe.
I already sort of did that.
Oh, cool. All right, now we need to do some whiskers. And then there's a stripe inside of this white mane. Right there. And I'm gonna thicken this side a little bit. Oh wait, one more thing. I want to darken this corner, thicken it. Okay, so I'm gonna draw the tiger's shoulder blade, I guess you could call it. So there. And then it curves in. And then straight down. And then it goes back like that. And then the paw is coming out of there. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So the paw goes straight down and then back and then over here. So there's two different sections. This is like the tan section and this is the orange section. So let's finish the orange section. And then we'll come back to that in just a minute. Now we're gonna come up here. See where that kind of near the eye, like diagonal down. We're going to do the neck area. And then about to here is where the bum starts coming down. So like you measure the size of your head and go over. That's where the bum's gonna start coming down. So you can like curve down, then up. And that's where the bum starts coming back down. And then it notches in. And we can thicken up that line later so it doesn't look messy. Nice. And then the tail.
Too long.
Well, let's see. Yeah, it is too long. So that could turn into the tail if you wanted to.
From right here.
So yeah, let's measure. Dunk, dunk. That's where the bum's supposed to be coming down. Dunk, dunk. So maybe it's not too bad. It's just a tiny bit too long. So let's go back over here and we'll fix it, don't worry. So right here, we're making this triangular shape. Do you see that? And then right here, we're gonna go back to about there. Yep, that's good. And then, right, this table's so loud. Right here, we're gonna draw one of the hind legs. It curves back a little bit right there. Then you angle it sharper back and then down. And then you do a little curved line there. And then it's kind of curved straight down. And then back like that. And then a straight line up. And then you want to curve it up and over. And then wherever that's going to be is where the tail's going to come out. Yeah, keep going up and then back. And then that can turn into your tail since you went too far.
Okay.
Okay, so curve it in for the bum a little bit and then down. Yeah, okay. So for me, I'm gonna have the tail coming out right here and then up and then down. And for you, you can do the tail how you need to. You can incorporate that line how you need to. Right here, so like where the top of that foot is where the bottom of this back foot is. So you want to, it's kind of a long line right here that's kind of curved. And then it curves up into there. All right, and then we've got this curvy triangle right here. And then we have these toes coming back into it. Oh, and I forgot to draw a toe back here. All right, and then the other foot is kind of right here. Do this kind of curvy triangle again. And then a line behind it. And then this time you do a notch down like that. And then you curve it forward and then straight up and then curve it back and do two toes. And I don't want to forget the toes up here. Now for this part, I want to get a thicker Sharpie because it'll be a lot easier to do the stripes with the thicker Sharpie. So we've got the neck, you're right. So there's a line that goes up right there for the neck. So the stripes, they get thinner at the bottom. So you could draw like one line and then join another line into it like that. So I'm drawing one line and then this other line I'm joining into it and then filling in the space there. And some of the lines start out separate and then they join in and they can go all the way across the body. And then I also want to thicken up some of my lines. But we can do that in time lapse too. Let me show a few more of the stripes.
Can I just do wherever I want?
If you want, you can do it wherever you want. This is your drawing. That you can do. I'm just trying to guide you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then the tail. It's like black at the end. And then the stripes get thinner as they go in. But they start out kind of thick right here. And then thinner and then they disappear. And then there are some stripes that curve in around the leg. And then right here, there's this cool V-shaped stripe.
No two tigers or zebras have the same pattern of stripes.
That is so cool. All right, so I'm gonna thicken up this line right here. And that will help. And then this needs to be a little thicker. And then I'll be filling in all of that in just a little bit. But I think that's everything I needed to teach before we color.
All right, I'm done also.
Okay, let's do coloring. Alrighty, well, if you need an example of how to color yours, go ahead and pause your video right now. Good job drawing Little Blue. I would love to see how yours turns out. Tag me at Sarah Hatch Art Studio on Instagram and then I'll be able to see it. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you don't miss our future videos, and we'll see you later.
Bye.